now. Take a step outside and seize the day.
What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to On The Bench Repeat, the series you put on in the background as you hobby or paint along with me. Now, grab your glues, brushes, models, paints, whatever else you need. Tea, coffee, some sort of beverage. Because we're going to be painting, well, I'm going to be painting one of my Zombicide Invader miniatures. I am hoping I can get quite far on him today, and I may even do two, so I'm going to bring two into the foray, and let's get to the bench and see. Before we continue though, if you are new to this series, this is a series you put on in the background, like I said, and we talk about stuff. I talk about life, the universe, everything else in between. I'm not talking about work because I'm not at work. So, yeah, let's just get to the bench. Right, okay. Dr. Whutt. Dr. Whutt. Whutt. W-H-U-T-T. That's him. That's Carl the Butcher there. He's just a backup in case I'm desperately needing to wait for things to dry on this one. Now, let's get my glasses on so I can see what the heck I'm doing. Right. So Dr. Whutt. I think we established with this character that he's wearing gloves. So let me just see if I can see any clearer on the back of the character card here. Well, it doesn't. It only shows me the one hand. So he's definitely in his left hand carrying a glove, or he's wearing a glove, I should say. And it's looking like he's wearing, I don't know though. See if I can wear some stronger glasses to see, really see. I think it's going to be a case of I'm looking at that thinking that does look a bit like fingerless gloves, although it's hard to tell because you can't see his fingers on this one. Long fingerless gloves, then yeah, I'm going with that. Long fingerless gloves. Pop him back into the sleeve here. So they are kind of a like camo green sort of thing. Let me just see if I can see that in here. Elysium green. Could be Elysium green. What else we got? Oh, it's definitely not that. Not Castellan green. No, I don't know. It's more like it could be that. Lauren Forest. Yeah, I'm being quite picky with this. I would say Castellan green was still closer to the mark on it. I'm trying to think. It's not Death World Forest, is it? Or is it? I think we'll go with Death World Forest at the moment. Ogre and Camo, it's definitely not that. Too light. Right, so that will be for his gloves. Deaf World Forest. Now, he's wearing this coat here. And I'm wondering whether to do the edging. See, he's in grey Sierra at the moment, which works with contrast paints. But I'm actually wondering whether I should do the edges in a white. Let's grab a white, shall we? Just go with white sky. We'll just do that. So I think we will need that just for the edge. Maybe some high points, collar, whatever. I think we are going to need Apothecary White, which is a grey. Okay. The next, for the flesh on his face, we are going to go with Gilliman flesh. And of course, the other areas are well, I think I'm going with a black for his thing. We'll go with a Corvus black on that. And a grey, Administratum grey. Yeah, Administratum grey, which Administratum grey. Believe that is the one, and we'll pop our agitator in that at some point. We will need gunmetal as well. Right, well that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colours to be getting on with. Okay, well let's bring my palette over. That's just what I'm using. What am I going to work on first? I haven't even thought about his hair yet either. It's like a very, very light sandy brown. Very, very light. I mean, well, we're talking if we used tanned leather, really watered down. We'll see. I'll keep it up as well. Right, let's pop these colours to one side for a moment and think about this. I'm just gonna pop my timer on there now, which I've done. About 10 minutes near enough into it already. That's okay. We're going to talk about this. We're going to look at this. I think his flesh. He's got goggles, but he's not wearing them. I've also got to work out what brushes I'm going to be using. Well, for this one, I will be needing my Artificer Layer brush. We'll get in Character brush. Normal layer brush. My Klinsky Masterclass brush. Or no, it's a hobby small brush. Klinsky Masterclass. These are brushes I'm going to be using. What about a detail brush? Just an ordinary detail brush. I think we'll go with the layer brush for the it's just yeah, check on that. We'll go with the ordinary small layer brush for the Gilliman flesh. He's wearing something. He's got something around his neck there. We'll come to that later. Let's get this Gilliman flesh on. Just see how that goes. Going on all right. Sorry if I go silent. It's like, you know, I'm just really trying to concentrate at the moment. Okay. Right. Happy with that. Okay, so applied the Gilliman flesh to him. I'm not saying we're going to get this chappie finished today. What on earth made you think that? I think it's time for a sip of coffee. Burnt my thumb actually. Don't know if you can see that there. On my coffee cup coming up earlier. The coffee before this. I had a few things to do once I got to the studio. Phoning my mum was one of them. And yeah, just holding the cup by the rim as I fumbled around for my keys with the other hand. So I also had my camera in the hand as well. I burnt my thumb, so that's not good. I've got some more good news regarding my brother. Actually, one who had the heart problems. He's been for his he had to go back to a London hospital for a checkup. That they weren't able to do it in Wales. Obviously, I guess there's some sort of equipment they have at the other place that they just don't have in the Welsh hospital. Either way, anyway, it doesn't matter because he, he's all good. And doing a lot better. And thank you to everyone for your kind wishes, warm well wishes and everything else. So he's doing really well, thank you. Right, I'm going to take some White Scar now. I'm going to go around the edges, possibly his collars and cuffs too, on a couple areas on his coat. I don't know whether White Scar is going to be too. No, I'm going with White Scar. I was going to go with like a white grey. I think this will be okay. I may water it down just a tad. So I'm going to need. I'm going to need brush. Old brush. This paint shook up. Lovely day again here in the UK. in my part of the woods, my neck of the woods. Is that how they say it? As you're going to be seeing this like a month later to what I'm recording this now. It could be piddling down with rain here by then. I don't know. Just don't know. At the time of recording this, though, I'll have had 2 walks up on my channel. I'm quite proud of those. I came up with the idea. I know they do it in gyms anyway. I'm just taking my artificial airbrush now. But I just filmed myself, kind of what I could see on the walk. And that's kind of the idea. No frills, no talking, no overdub, nothing like that. Just walking. And so, what my wife can now do is go on a treadmill, set it up in front of the TV. That's what she does, and she can do the walk as well. Like she's there, and she's loving it. She says it's brilliant. So I thought I didn't initially film it for YouTube, but she said no, put it on your channel. And I thought yeah, because other people can make use of it then if they have a similar setup or other means of exercise. Heck, even if you marched on the spot, something, isn't it? It's something a bit more eye-catching than the same 4 walls. And if it's raining and you want to go out on a sunny walk, well, there it is. Right there. So yeah, didn't put any ads on it or anything. I'm not monetizing those. It's for the people to utilize, especially during lockdown. You never know. Might be someone that gets some use out of it that isn't into wargaming and then sees what the rest of the content I put on my channel and think, well, it's interesting. Get someone else into wargaming. That would be awesome. My wife's doing her GCSE at the moment in digital marketing. So she's liking that, which is awesome. So it's Easter. Easter. You'd have thought. Yeah, so I'm edging this white. Onto his coat. So I'll be able to use the apothecary white on afterwards. It'd be nice to have different characters to choose from in Zombicide, which is another reason I'm wanting to paint, paint this guy up. As I said in other videos on these guys, they all give you different abilities and add certain nuances to the game and your gaming strategy when dealing with the Xenos threat. And it changes according to the skills you have. It's the only trouble with a very fine brush. Dries the tip, dries it really quickly. He says. It'll be good when things go back to normal. Go back to going to work and wishing you had solitary confinement. Thinking, oh, I just want some time to myself. It'll be good to see certain members of my church family again as well. I haven't seen them in ages. Nearly. Right. Okay. That will do for those highlights. It's time for a sip of coffee. What's that? White scar highlighting done. I think you can put the contrast paint of Apothecary White on now. Thinking perhaps I should have put the Gilliman flesh on his hand, his fingers too. That's alright. That's okay. I'll use a character brush for this Apothecary White. Feeling brave. Come on. Get it thoroughly shooken, if that's the word. Shaken? Shooken, I like shooken though. Shooken up. He's got these yellow stripes on his arm. You can see that there. but there's no place on his arm that I can see to put them. So I might just leave those. Alright. Apothecary White, which is a light grey. Okay. Yeah, feeling brave. Yeah. Yeah, feeling brave, but am I brave enough? I should probably have done this over an actual white primer, but you know, whatever. I'm thinking that I might leave that. I'm thinking that I should put a white paint as a base coat on his coat. Anyway, I'll probably do an off-white. Yeah. Now, this is an instance where Carl the Butcher can come in to save the day. Right, I can start work on him. I can do this. I can do this quite well. So, yeah, I'm not convinced with the Apothecary White. You can't put a grey on a grey and expect it to be white. It's just not going to happen. So, he needs to have a white. His coat needs to be white. That's what I'm saying. Right, okay. Carl the Butcher. Butcher Carl. Right, we'll do flesh. Talon flesh or Cadian flesh tone. They're pretty similar. As if this isn't all dried up. Alright, okay. Beastigar flesh? No. Now we're gonna go. Oh, he's quite a white complexion though. Rakar flesh. Have a look. What other flesh tones have we got here? definitely isn't a Bugman's Glow. Kislev flesh will be... It's usually after that, but we might just go Kislev straight away, I think. Yeah. I think that's what we're going to do. With Butcher Car, we're going to go Kislev flesh. And then we'll put some Reichland flesh shade over the top of that. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay. Right. Kislev flesh. Right. Sticking with a character brush though. Yeah. He's going Kislev flesh. That's what we're doing. He's being painted in much more traditional way. It's Butcher Carl. Well, he'll darken down after the Kislev flesh goes on, not the Reichland flesh that goes on. But might be too dark then. I don't know. It doesn't matter anyway. It doesn't matter. You can tell which one is him. Aha. Good thing about painting in a traditional manner is you can go over certain areas and not worry because you'll be tidying it up later. It's not so easy to do that with contrast. Right, I think we're doing alright. Just his left hand to do. Or his left trotter, I should say. Butcher Carl. I like him, he's cool. Like, no, you're not eating me, dudes. There we are. There. That is awesome. Totally awesome. Yeah, I'm liking that. Liking that, sir. Nice and lighter than your Cadian flesh tone. To there. Yeah, liking it. Liking it, sir. Whoa. Right. Back to Dr. Whutt. Dry after putting another. I think we'll go with the white grey. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll go with. And so what if I have to go over the highlight edges again with white scar? So what? I really don't care. We're half an hour in. I'm providing good distraction here. So that is clearly an off-white. Do I want to tint it with blue? That's a good question. Soulstone blue. Don't want to tint it with that. What would it look like? I'm just curious to see what that my concoction would look like with a tiny bit of soulstone blue. Right, okay. I've done it. I'm doing character. Okay. Gotta wait for areas to thoroughly dry before you do this stuff. You can't just run in there willy-nilly. Might get away with not needing a contrast paint after this. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, painting white certainly has its challenges. So what I'm doing is white grey with a ever so subtle hint of soulstone blue. And this layer I'm putting on is very thin, very thin. Talk about 2 thin coats. More like 10 thin coats you'll need for this. I'm exaggerating, of course. I hope everyone is well, by the way. It's just odd operating on like a month in advance of what you guys are experiencing now. I'm hoping things will be a lot better by the time you see this. But if not, I continue to wish you all well anyway, whether things are good or bad. So hopefully you're well. Let me know what you're working on as well in the comments below. I think I'll leave the Apothecary White in the gap in between his legs there. To me, that makes a lot of sense. What would shadow it all? Kind of like use it like a kind of pre-shading would be. Let's get rid of some of these bubbles. Nice. Looking good, sir. Do a few more. Always seems to be whites and light greys that get affected with the bubbling. Something to do with the way it's mixed or the way it's made up. Yeah, like that. I like that. I do like that. So I need to wait for him to dry now. What can we do on his? Well, he has a... We could use Corvus Black on the gun casing here for him. Which is what we're going to do. So I'll end up getting these models painted quite quick. I'm not wanting to rush these though. They're really awesome models, and I want to take my time on them, like I have done with all of the Zombicide models. It's just pop that out there. Touch of water. Let's go detail brush. Yeah, I don't want it black. I quite like this Corvus Black. It's pretty snazzy. It's like a grey liner really. trying to do the bits in between his trotters. I don't know what sort of gun this is. It's obviously one of the ones you could get, but I'm not entirely sure which one it is. I've just realised I missed a bit of on his elbow. Not intentionally, or not accidentally really. I didn't realise his elbow was actually skin. So I'll come back in and fix that in a moment. Right. Go in and fix his elbow. Well, we can. Oop. Nearly sent my coffee flying in. Well, not quite that bad, but so there. So these two characters have got some paint on them now, which is good. So that is pretty awesome. Yeah. Pretty awesome. Butcher Carl, he's got a very like a dark green grey apron. It's not a Daft World Forest. What was the one we were going to use for his gloves? Not a green camo, that was too light. Not wild flesh. No. Did I take it out and not put it back is what I'm wondering. I'm just looking for a specific colour. Can't even think of the name of it. It's not Caliban. I mean, Wild Flesh is similar, but that's not what I'm looking for here. It's not what I'm looking for. So that would be akin to Niles Green, which you might use, but it's not the one. Green Grey, it's not that. Sons of Horus. Sons of Horus. Quite like that. It's not quite the one I'm after though. Unless I put it back in the wrong place. Oh, wait a minute. Castellan Green. That's what I was looking for. Ah, that is it. Castellan Green. That's his apron, baby. That's his apron. Castellan Green. Right, I'm going in with it. Shake, shake, shake. Don't have an awful lot left of it, but it's definitely the colour of his apron. We might go in with a Kalinsky Master brush. Kalinsky Master Class. Right. Yeah. This is his apron. Definitely. It's a great green, gotta be honest. It's one of my favourite greens. It's dark without being oppressively dark. It's nice. And it's still an obvious green, you know, it's still obviously green. So I like using it on my Cadian shock troops for my Astra Militarum. Get this on. There's been a post today. It's a Saturday, and I thought there would be, even though it's Easter. Maybe they're off. Oh, I don't know. I would have expected them to work ordinarily, but maybe with this current event going on, maybe they've decided not to. I don't know. Yeah, we're going to need the Kislev flesh on him to give him the definition, but I hope it doesn't darken it down too much. Butcher Carl is really coming on here, it would seem. I'm looking forward to be able to go around the charity shops again. I love going around the charity shops. Always in the hope of picking up a Warhammer bargain. You never know. Or a modelling bargain. You just never know. I've done it before. A couple of times. Always on the lookout. Okay. Get the rest of this apron down. I think we're good. I think. Right, okay. Just a bit of apron on the top. Then he is looking awesome. Be calling this a day after this. Well, we didn't even get anywhere close to finishing the. Because I'm not rushing them like I kind of did with my Mansions of Madness. It's just blasting through them. There. There. It's looking good. Looking good. So sorry I haven't had much to talk about really. No news. Just my brother, which is all the news I need. But yeah, so he's doing well, and I'm happy. Hope you're all happy too in internet land. Hope your internet's behaving, because ours didn't back along. Right, I think that's him done. Awesome. Butcher Carl. He's on the case. I like him. He's going to be another favourite character of mine, I think, just because he's so unusual. Butcher Carl, come get it. Alright, so glasses off, and we are going to zoom out. Up and around. So thank you for joining me on this episode of On the Bench. Let me know in the comments below what you're working on, what you're doing. I've at the time of recording this, I've been reading through some really fantastic projects that you've been working on, and it's really, really awesome. I'll just have my last cold coffee. Last mouthful, always cold. Anyway, that's it. I did some good stuff there. I'm okay with what we've done. Like I say, I'm not rushing these guys, but that doesn't mean I'm not anxious to get them in the game. But yeah, so be another on the bench for that. Keep going with these, keep painting, my friends, keep hobbying, keep playing, game on. Remember, all brushes lead to war, so I'm going to see you on the next video. Stay safe, be well, be kind. Bye for now, bye bye.